Hello everyone. Let's start to see how we can draw a robot with the help of subroutine and shapes in Scratch. To understand it, I have took the sprite called as arrow. I've changed the color it to blue. So you can go to the costume. From the costume, you can select with the arrow. Click on the arrow over here. Select your sprite. Go to fill option and from here you can choose the color by dragging the color and similarly saturation and brightness. So I took the yellow color because it's bright and it's from the background it's very much visible for me. So I took it. Once you are done, go to the code block. Now at the end I am hiding my sprite. So first thing that I wanted to do it here is that I wanted to show my sprite. So from the look block I took show block first. Then I changed the pen color to yellow because of the blue background. Yellow looks vibrant and bright. So I took pen color as yellow. Pen size at 3. That set the thickness of the pen to draw any of the shapes. Now next I took point in direction 90. Now what do you mean by point in direction? Point in direction block helps you out to set the direction of your sprite, that from which area or which side you wanted to start drawing your picture. So here 90 degree it will start rotating from the right hand side. So that is the reason I put first point in direction. Next step I have done is erase all. So erase all means whenever I start, if any of the drawing done prior, it will erase and clean my, it's a kind of clear screen. It will clear my screen. Now next step I did is go to. Why go to block I use? Because go to block helps me out that from where I have to start. And robot I'm starting from the top because I'm starting with the face first. So I took my sprite at the top to understand the position, and x minus 75 I got it from here, and y 170. If I do y 180, y is 180, it will going to touch the screen, so I can't see the top layer of it. So I've did 170 so I can see if it's going to start the drawing. Now, whenever you start any of the drawing, it's very much important for you to put the pen down. Now, what do you mean by pen down? Pen down basically means when you want to draw any of the picture in Scratch, you have to make sure that you will put your pen down on the stage. So it will start drawing it. Till the time your pen is up on the paper and you draw, it's an imaginary drawing. So please make sure you don't forget to put that particular step. You will need a lot of time and lot of patience when you are drawing a robot. It's not a 10-minute task. So please do one step at a time. To understand it more better way, you can add a wait block between, wait 1 second. So it will move slowly and you will understand how your movement of the sprite is going on. Now then I have added a subroutine called a square. How to add a subroutine? To add a subroutine, I have to click on make a block. It's a my block. And before we start, you have to go at the extension on the left hand side at the bottom and add a pen extension. It's very important for you to do it. If you have already done it prior, very good. If not, please add. That's the first step that you have to do. Now from the make a block, you can click on make a block, give it a name and click on OK. Now, once you are done, you can see a defined square will come. Now, how I am drawing a square? So, to understand, to draw any of the shapes in a programming, it is divided into 360 degree. 360 degree means a round circle. So, in a round circle, if I wanted to draw a square is having 4 sides. So any object which is having sides, we need to divide number of sides with 360 degree. So we don't have to look for the remainder, we have to look for the quotient. So if I divide 4 with 360 degree, I'll get the answer as 90. So 90 means I have to turn my sprite 90 degree to draw it accordingly, and I have to repeat it 4 times. So here I have used the repeat block from the control. I took the repeat block, move 100 steps because I don't want my sprite, my robot's face to be much bigger because I have to draw the other body parts as well. So move 100 steps is perfectly working for me. So move 100 steps and turn 90 degree. So let's see how it's going to draw the picture. I'll add a square block. Once you are done defining a square subroutine, go to the my block and bring a square block over here. Now to understand it, I'll go to the full screen mode, play the green button. Now you can see a square, perfect square is coming. So my face is ready. Now I have to work on the body. For body, I wanted to draw a triangle. So to draw a triangle, first step that I wanted to do is pen up. While pen up, so I wanted to move my mouse, my sprite down. I need to understand it will not draw any other extra lines. So first, to bring my sprite down, I have to change y. Why y? Because y is the vertical coordinate and x is the horizontal coordinate. So I have moved 100 steps. So of course when I'm changing y, I have to change y by minus 100. Minus 100 helps me out to bring my sprite down. Now to understand how the process works, I'll add wait 1 second. So for you it will be easy. Now once my sprite is here at that particular corner, I need to move it towards the right hand side. As it's already having a direction, the arrow direction is right. So I have to use move 50. Why 50? Because then it will come in the middle. If you notice, it is drawing from the middle. It is not drawing from the corner at the front or not the corner at the back. Whatever picture it is drawing from the middle. So I'm moving it 150 and then to draw a triangle again. So triangle is having three sides. So if I am dividing 360 with 3, the answer that I am getting is 120. 12 3s are 360. Sorry, 12 3s are 36. So it's 360 I am dividing it. So it's 120. So here first thing, before I am using my subroutine as triangle, I am adding turn 120 degree. To understand up to this, I'll add one more wait second for all of you to understand how it's moving and how it is turning. Once it's done, we'll do pen down. So first just understand this portion. I'll go to the full screen again, play. Now you have seen it has come and it is turning it. Now when it has turned, I need to use a subroutine called as triangle, which I have already created. So if you can see a triangle, so first it's already turned, so I don't have to turn again. So I'm drawing move 150 step because I want a little bit bigger body than the face. You can use same steps as well. Move and then turn 120 degree. Now this you have to make sure that have your turtle is turning, sorry, have your sprite is turning, because sometimes it may happen that it's draw upper side instead of the lower side. I wanted to draw the picture lower side, so that is the reason. Go one step at a time and I use turn left hand side. You can say anti-clockwise, not the clockwise. This is clockwise direction of 120 degree. So I am adding up and down and a triangle, and then again I am moving it pen up so it will not draw the next step. So let's see up to this how it's going to work. Now perfectly the body is done. Now once I am done with the body, I wanted to draw a hand. So if I wanted to draw a hand, I am not using here the subroutine because I am using only three sides of the hand by using a rectangle shape. Not exactly, but yeah, in the form of a rectangle shape. So here I am again going one step at a time. So I am done with the pen up. Now I have moved 150 steps. So the half, because I wanted to draw in a center part. So half is 75. So I am moving it 75. Then I am pointing it at direction at minus 90. Now what do you mean by minus 90? Minus 90 means if you see here the arrow is showing on the left hand side. So I wanted to draw towards like this, left side. So I am using point direction minus 90. Again let's add a weight block for you to understand how the things work. Now once it's done, I'm using pen down again. So let's understand up to this much only, that how it's going to work. Go to the maximize screen again and play. Coming down, rotating 120 degree, drawing a triangle, and now you have seen the pointing it at minus 90 degree. Now here, instead of using a subroutine, because I have three different steps to draw, for example, moving, turning, and moving. Only this thing I need, so I'm not using a subroutine. I am using it one step at a time. So here I have written a subroutine called as left hand. Sorry, I have used the left hand. Either you can use a left hand as a subroutine, or you don't want to use a subroutine, you can write one step at a time. So here I have added a separate 6 steps, which is moving 100 steps, turn 90-degree, move 25 steps, which is very small, turn 90-degree, and then move 90 steps. So it will draw straight down and then again move. Okay, so let's see a left hand. If I'll click on the left hand, let me just click on it. So you have seen it has done with the drawing of the left hand side. Now once my left hand is done, again I need to do move pen up, because I wanted my sprite to move over here at the next corner of the triangle. So the size of the triangle is, in the subroutine as it is mentioned, is 150, but you have seen it's already a triangle shape. So in the middle part the size is going to get decreased. For to understand that also, you can move at certain distance, or you can move 10 10 10 10 10 to check that whether your sprite is coming exactly on the middle of the edge. It will help you out to understand how many steps you have to move. So I'm moving it 100 steps, then again pen down, and just like I did the left hand side, I have given the same subroutine over here called as right hand. It's exactly the same, because here the thing is coming down, so it will draw the same wave. When it's moving the direction, it will move up, and then again it will move on the left hand side. So right, up, and then it will move my sprite left hand side because of the direction. So earlier the direction was opposite, towards the left hand side the arrow was pointing. Now it's pointing at the right hand side. That is the reason on both the subroutine block, the block are the same. Just to understand, there's a left hand and right hand. I have defined two different subroutine. You can use the same subroutine as well. Only the thing that is changed over here is, if you notice, move 100 step, move 100 step, 90, 90, 25, 25, 90, 90 again. Only the thing is, here it's moving 90 steps. Why? Because the line is slanting over here. So when the slanting line is there, the distance from this corner to other corner is going to get changed. Similarly, here the line is slanting, so this distance is bigger. So here I am moving 90 steps on the left hand, while on the right hand I am moving it on 115 steps. So it will come exactly back on the edge. Let's see it how it's going to work, and then I am going to put it over here, full screen, play. I have not done pen up. You see, that is the reason. You can see the line has been done. So here you can notice that it has done with exactly a perfect drawing. This, every time when you do, you have to make sure that you add pen up, otherwise you can see this kind of line will come. Okay, now once it's done, now I'm going back to the bottom part where I wanted to draw legs of the robot. So here, because it's turn 90, now turn is 120, so I can get a perfect arrow for that particular sprite. I'll turn 120-degree, move 75. Why 75? Because we are in the middle. So total triangle that we have done for the subroutine steps are 150. So halfway is 75. So I am moving at 75. So once it's coming at that particular corner, it is pointing at that particular side arrow. This side and the bottom side. So once I am done, I am pointing it at 180-degree. Now what do you mean by 180-degree? It will pointing, if you can notice the arrow, it will pointing down. So when I am pointing it down, it will be easy for me to draw a rectangle. So here for the leg also I am using 3 sides. So I have created a subroutine called as leg. If you can see here, so it's moving 100 steps down, turn, move 25 steps, turn, move 90, turn 90-degree, and again move 100. So this way it will draw one leg. Let's see how it's going to draw that particular do. steps. I'll do pen down. Once I am done, leg and pen up. We'll see the second leg how it's going to get draw. Maximize and play again. 1. Now it will draw a body. Turn. It will draw hand. Now you have seen it is done with the drawing of rectangle. Again, as I told you, to understand how it's moving, you keep adding wait 1 second blocks in between, so it will make you understand how your sprite is moving. Here why I took the arrow, for you to understand that in which direction my sprite is going. Now after, you can see it's pointing out at top. I wanted to draw a second leg, so I need to make sure that it's pointing the left hand side direction. So here either you can use pointing direction, or I have used turn 90 degree. So if I use turn 90 degree, you have seen it has changed. I am moving it 90 steps. Why 90 steps? Because then it's coming exactly the position that I want to draw. So move 90 steps, you have seen it's coming again. Again I am turning it 90 degree, because now it should turn back to the bottom part. So once it's done, you can do one more thing, that you can make it turn directly 180 degree and then move it. That also way it works. So whichever way you are comfortable, in that case you will reduce the steps, but your choice. Now once again I am putting a pen down and I am using exactly the same subroutine called as leg, because it will draw this side, then left, and then moving up. So I have exactly 2 legs for the robot is going to get created. Let's see how it works. I'm joining that particular blocks. Pen down, leg and pen up. Now once it's done, again maximize. Let me just add wait 1 second block for all of you to understand how each thing is working on. I am adding wait everywhere. It's not necessary for you to add. I am doing it because I want you to understand how each thing, how the hand, how the legs, how the body is going to get created. This is only for your understanding, not for any other purpose. So please do not put weight, but yeah, of course, to understand each step slowly, add wait 1 second. And I'll also show you how to remove wait 1 second in a easy and quick manner, so that will make your work much more easier. Circle will do it later on, and palm also. So let me just add wait over here in between, so I can see how these things are working, and I'll also explain you the same way. Okay, let's go to the maximize screen and understand it. So it's drawing, turn, triangle, turn, hand, you can see down, completing, then jumping to the next, yep, up, left, 120 degree, 180, drawing first leg, turning 90, moving, turning 90 again, drawing, and my legs are done. So this is a very basic simple structure of your robot. Now this is the basic robot is done. If you don't want to add on anything, your choice. But now, as me, I think some more should be there. So I have added a circle now. To move or to draw a circle, a simple thing that you need to understand, that circle is having 360 sides. It's completely a circle. So to add a circle subroutine, I have added move 0.2 steps. Why? Because if I do one step, then you can see a big circle exactly almost the same size of the rectangle will come, which I don't want. So I have added 0.2. So very tiny steps it is going to take, and turn 180 degree, because 360 divided by 360 is 1. Now to draw a circle, I have done first circle over here in the center part. So to make sure, now I am turning my sprite at 45 degree. 45 degree means it will come back to the slanting line. And then I'm moving it at 75. Why 75? Again, because the triangle that I done, that is having 150 steps. So 75 means it come exactly in a center. Once again, after it comes in a center, I am doing pen down and I will draw a circle. To understand it much more better, I'll add wait 1 second block and I'll do pen up again. Then I'll show you the other two parts that I did play. So if you add a wait block, it will take a time for you to understand how it's going to get work. So when you are doing it first time, please add a wait block to understand. Do one step at a time. Don't go in a hurry to draw entire robot. It is a time consuming task. You need to have some patience. Please do it slowly and slowly. Just like we don't eat entire food at once. Do we eat starter, main course and dessert at once? No. We eat starter, then we take a break. Similarly over here, draw one shape, tick, play the green flag and check. Now then again draw the another shape. Now you have seen the circle is done. Because the size of my arrow is too big, you can't see it. If I hide, you can see the circle is done. So let me just hide for a second. I'll go to the look block, hide. You can see a perfect circle. I'll show again. Now after I'm drawing, again I'm pointing it to minus 90 degree. Minus 90 degree means left hand side. Now it's exactly in a center. So I wanted to draw a hand over here, a palm, basically not the hand, a palm of a robot. So I am pointing it at 190 degree and I am moving it 120 step as it is a center. Earlier to draw a left hand, I was here on the corner, so I move it in 90 steps. So I have added, assuming, of course I need to try once. First I did 100 steps, then I think it's not coming exactly the way, then I have added 10 more, then 10 more. So do it one step at a time. Don't be in a hurry, as I told you earlier. So pen down again. Once it's done, now again pointing in direction as 90 means it will moving up. Up means it will be like this way and then it will draw. Okay, so it will turning on the left, moving it up and then turning and then drawing. Again after it drawn, again it's pointing at on the right hand side. Move all the way to 290 steps and again pointing it towards the top side, upper side and then drawing another circle. So with this my both the hands are done. That I'll show you later on because currently we are in about to completion. So this you can see I have added palm and right palm. So both the things for the palm, if you can see, it's a circle. I just wanted to make it a little bit bigger circle. So I have written 0.3 instead of 0.2. 0.2 I have did it for the circle which is there in the center. But for here I have added 0.3. So now with this I can draw both the side, both the hands. Let's do quickly and watch it for this over here. So once we're done with the right palm, then I'll show you how to draw the face. It will draw the center circle in the body, on the body basically. And then it will go on the left hand side to draw the first palm of the robot. You can see it is drawing exactly the way I want and exactly the same position. Again it will go on the right hand side at the edge and then it will draw another circle. I'll just stop quickly. Now for performing the last thing which I wanted to come in on the face. So I'm pointing it again minus 90. Minus 90 means on the left hand side. I am moving it 140 steps so it will come over here around the corner of the triangle shape, I'm pointing it 0. 0 means I'm pointing it at up. And again I'm moving 150 steps, so it will come near the upper side of the face. So once I am done, I am again pen down and I am using the same circle subroutine which I use for the drawing a circle in the body. I'm using pen up, pen down every single time, so it will not draw any other extra line. Now after I'm drawing, one eye is done. I'm pointing it out as minus 90 degree. So as you can see over the left hand side, here I'm doing change y by minus 12. Why? Because when I was drawing, I have seen that one eye was lower than the other eye. So in order to make sure that both the eyes positions are same, so I am changing first y by minus 12 and then I am moving it at 30 steps. Because I am already pointing it out over the left hand side, I don't have to use the minus, I have to use positive. So once it's done, again the same circle subroutine is going to come. So it will be easy for me to see that yeah, I am done with both the eyes. Once I am done with both the eyes, now last thing that I am going to do is to draw a mouth. To draw a mouth, I am pointing it out at 190 degree for my sprite. So my arrow is pointing downwards, moving it 30 steps because I already put a pen up, so it will not draw any of the line. It will come down, then point at 90 degree means it will move towards on the right hand side. Then I am doing pen down, and here the last I have added a rectangle block. So rectangle subroutine, if you can see over here, for rectangle is having two sides same, not four, though it's having four sides, but two sides are same. To draw it, we have to repeat it two times. First I am moving it a bigger side, which is 40, then I am turning it clockwise, then move 20 because I want a very small size, then again turn 90, and it is repeating two times, so again it will move 40 and done. So let's see at the end how it's going to work. Again, as I told you, to understand how each thing is working, keep adding wait 1 second block, so it will be easy for you to understand how each movement of the sprite is happening. Once you are done, please try to do it at home. Look at my code, try to understand, but you can add your choice of robot. I am not asking you to make exactly the same way. You can draw the robot with all the squares, or you can draw the robot with all circles, or maybe with only two shapes. There is no restriction in designing. You can have your choice of robot. I'm not restricting you on it, but please, a simple request from my side that do practice today or tomorrow itself and upload. Take a screenshot and upload. At the last, I hide my sprite because I just wanted to show the robot, nothing else. Let me just show you on the maximize screen the entire stuff again. Let me just add wait 1 second if I forget somewhere, so I can see each movement is happening very slow, and for you all also I can make you understand that which movement and what is the purpose of that particular moment. And as I told you how to remove a weight block, simply drag, put it up, drag, put it up, drag the blocks. You can see all weight blocks are coming at one side. Simply go and throw it out in the block section. It will be moving out easily. So this way you can remove all the wait 1 second block that you must have added. Sorry, it will draw the same thing again. I'll add. Once this also happened that when by mistake you click, you can see some or the other stuff will start drawing. So let me just show again. Move. Oh, I forgot to do the pen up, so you can see here it's drawing a line. Let me check if pen up is there. Yeah, pen up is there. Let me just click on erase all. You can correctly click on erase all over here. I'll move, play. So it moving down, turning, triangle is done. Now with the hand part, going it down 20 or 25 and then changing it to the next edge of the triangle. Now it will come down, rotate, come down, draw first leg of the robot turn 90 degree, move, turn 90 degree again, draw another leg. This is a subroutine I have added. Now in the center, it will draw the first circle of the body, which I wanted. Maybe any of the drawing you can do. You can draw a square, you can draw a triangle, you can draw a rectangle, or you don't draw anything. Now it will turn, pointing on the left hand side, turn again, pointing at the top, and draw a palm over here, a perfect circle. Now it will go on the right hand side, move up, now it will come back to the center, moving up, go, and then draw the picture again. You can see it's drawing on the right hand side, so clockwise it's drawing. That is the reason the position is in the almost the center. So you have to check where your position of the sprite is. Now you have seen it's coming down, and then it's drawing another circle, other eye. Now it's coming down, turn, and then my mouth of the robot is done and it will hide. So this is the robot of mine. You can try your own robot. Please go through the video. If you don't understand, take a pause, your video, apply onto your system, add wait 1 second, and please practice. In case of any doubt, write an email to me on computer.teacher@bvrtsc.in. Thank you so much everyone.